So we're just spreading them out right now. We got some long boys as well. You know, different shapes and sizes. Feel free to get creative with it, you know. You know, I'm not saying that you have to like go around and make Picasso, but essentially what I'm saying is you don't have to make them identical. Okay, so this is a fatty piece right there. I think it's either a fatty piece or it's garlic. I don't know, but I'm gonna throw that out. We're gonna be good friends. Yeah, these are pretty thick. I'm not gonna lie. I think I went a little thick on these. So it's gonna take probably. This might take like 6 hours, honestly, in the dehydrator, which is fine. Just check it, you know. Just take a look at it every once in a while. Make sure you're keeping an eye on it. Make sure you're, you know, it's a longer process. It's like slow cooking. It's like, I think that's the best explanation. Is like slow cooking, which is almost my favorite way to cook, because it's set and forget, and you kind of forget, and so you do less effort, and you get more flavor, and you get that kind of like almost like sultry surprise. I mean, if you're into like anticipation, there's that too. It's pretty much the right sort of width. Going down to Mexico City. That one's touching a little bit. I'm trying not to make them touch too much. I see now I have a problem where I want to get the last bit that's in my hands on here. Cool. So that's our first tray. And if you want to see, this is what it looks like. Pretty cool. And then all we have to do is just slap that bad boy in there. I'm gonna grab the next tray. I'm just kind of keep going. I don't know how much I got on my hands, but oh, this is a food and drink channel, so I'm gonna drink this drink as well. And then I think my buddy's coming by in a bit, so I will also mix a drink at the end of this, and then I will also redo the marinade that we did for these beef bits. Okay, so let's start again. So here, well, you can definitely see the chili flakes on the, at least on this side. And it's thicker on one side than the other, so I mean, I don't know what the rules are, but probably put that on the outside. Oh, that's a big one. Look at how big that is. This is like early, Joe, so when we were first cutting the meat, I was kind of, still figuring it out, and I hadn't cut off the fat yet, or like gotten any of like the skin. And it's not even skin. It's like this like layer of skin. It's tissue really that's in between the different layers of fat, and I hadn't cut that off the top yet. And I was just kind of just winging it. I was just seeing what would happen. Oh, that's gonna be a good piece right there. So this is flank steak. So you can kind of see like the layers of the flank steak in there. You see how there's holes? And the reason I use flank steak is because it's cheaper, but also it's still good meat. But it's thin and it's cheap, and it makes great jerky. But I mean, there's also people who, pray by sirloin jerky, like really, really good cuts of beef. I'm not a huge beef eater myself, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm usually gonna have flank, or rump, or top, or top round. We also have some stringy boys. These were kind of like the last bit of the meat that we had. And those, honestly, some people will love those the most because they'll be like the, crispiest. They'll be the dry piece that just has like a lot of, not fat, but flavor. You get more of the marinade flavor and less of the meat flavor, which, sometimes you want that. Just a fun Sunday activity, really. Something to keep you busy. That's not work, and you get kind of a reward for it. Oh yeah, that's a thick one. See, that's like 3/8 of an inch. That's a bit too big. And that's fine. We're just gonna leave it in longer. Because what's gonna happen is when we start pulling it out of the dehydrator, we'll just kind of pick off